Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Red and Blue Corner video. This is Editing Alex. Haha, super cool. I get to talk. I noticed a few little problems in the video. Not just like me just kind of being slow, because like obviously I'm not name dropping any of the actors. I'm not saying anything like about the directors. So obviously, spoilers ahead. I wanted to say that because I did not bring that up in the video. And if I did, spank me, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, so two things. One, all the footage you're gonna see was pre-recorded. I did it exactly the day of when we got done with the movie, and Red Corner stuff will be added later on. So his stuff will be done on another date. Number two, dude, I brought up the cat theory. I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of stupid. There was no obsession. There was no demonic characters. There was no demon, no nothing, like whatever. I had to make sure I don't sound stupid. I don't want to sound stupid. I'm sorry. Another thing, I had to make huge shout outs to Blumhouse, Mr. Curry. He is literally a content creator that went from, is one of his horror shorts on his YouTube channel to the big screen. You feel me? Curry, the dude in charge of Backrooms, both have feature films that are making bank. So it's just, dude, it's crazy. It is amazing what the younger generation, my generation, what we're doing right now is just amazing, dude. I strive to be like that, seriously. But yeah, anyways, just wanted to clear the air. Wanted to make sure I didn't look stupid. And yeah, enjoy Obsession. You feel me? Please go see it in theaters right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Red and Blue video type shit. It's your boy here, Blue Corner. Do not worry, Red Corner will be featured later type shit. You see literally at the theater still. Like you can see the theater. I have to do this shit instantly. He's right there. He has to go though. Tony, I thought we were having a nice time. Today we're covering Obsession, you feel me? The newest hit of the century. We're gonna turn one light off. I am fucking scared. Yeah, nah, dude. I want to do a bit. I want to do a short. I don't know. I'm gonna add this in the short, bro. This movie is. I'm upset. Like, no, dude. That shit was gas. There's no level. There's no. Did it peak? Yes, it went over the top. I fear for Backrooms because they got a lot of competition. So I'm just like, oh, dude. Obviously, I'm gonna have some of the actors' names right here with their pictures and whatnot. Deeply sorry, I can't remember the names. I'm a terrible fan. Oh my god. Nah, but like, let's get straight down to the movie type shit. It kicks off. We showed up late, so we kind of missed. Tony might finish recording, and he might have watched it. Like we showed up a little late to the movie premiere. And when we got there, it was kind of like hectic a little bit. Bear's character, right here, was kind of like, dealing with losing his cat. He had all his friends, and they just all kind of talked. And BT Dubs, he's had a major crush on one of the other main characters in the movie. Nikki. Yeah, Nikki. Don't call her Freaky type shit. Dude, this shit hits the fan immediately. For some reason, Bear has this one more wish willow stick that he breaks. He makes a wish. He wants Nikki to fall in love with him and be the only guy she's obsessed with, right? Obsession. I see what see. Yeah. So tell me why. After he cracked that shit, he's like, oh shit, it was a dud. Whatever. I'm a lonely fucking chud. She fucking decides to walk back. She's like, hey, you said you had something to show me? By the way, we never fucking found out what he had for her. So I'm just kind of like, my dude, you good, gang? Like, you're fucking weird. So obviously she's, for some reason, like, you can kind of see her leave herself, you feel me, in a way. I don't know what it is with the Willow wish or whatever. It just fades. Like, she just kind of like Oh my god, I'm being so weird. Like, like whatever. Anyways, I'll see you later. Bye. Actually, my dad has cancer. Can you take me back to your place? And they basically hook up, you feel me? And no disrespect to, you know, the weirdos out there type shit. Oh, he cracked. Hey, pass the controller. Like, you know, bullshit like that. No! What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, not only that's not Nikki, she's like all over you, bro. I'm sorry. There's levels to this shit. You've got the weird stuff. You got the like, oh my god, think about it. Like, no, dude.
Oh, no. No.
So, like, after all that being said, they somehow, some way, everyone kind of noticing, like, what the fuck's going on with you and Nikki, Bear? Ian, another co-star type shit. Great fucking time in the movie. He was amazing. I was for $1 million, like, you know, like it was fucking peak. So he basically is like, my bro, dude, what is going on? Did you tell how you felt? Like, you guys crack or whatever? And Bear's like, no, man, she's just kind of weird. And Ian, his character, who was just like, I'm gonna go talk to her. And Bear's like, no, don't talk to her. And fake truth. I was on Molly. I wasn't myself. Sorry. I'm like, okay. And then after the work shift, everyone just kind of goes home and whatever. Ian's on the phone with Bear. And he's like, hey man, yeah, I talked to her. She was like on drugs or whatever over her dad, yada yada, whatever. And she comes back to Bear's house. Bear's like, hang on, I gotta go see my door. She's fucking there in a red dress. Really weird. And she's like, I know you like me, Bear. Da 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 da. And he just basically gets dragged into it. By the way, this is entirely his fucking fault. I do not want you guys thinking, hey, blue corner, red corner, they think this thing is justified. He literally fucking did this shit. Like, so like, you want to go inside? Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? Like, dog. After all that bullshit, they fucked and they had sex and did all that shit. By the way, this isn't Nikki. So it's just kind of like, and then they had this little romantic few months together. It's like, oh my god, they're together. And it's like, this shit's gonna fucking be terrible. And fast forward, Ian, Claire, basically both of his, Bear's co-workers are like, dude, what the fuck is going on? This is super weird. You guys were just fucking friends and now you're dating all of a sudden, and you guys are like calling each other honey baby. And Bear, being the weirdo that he is, he's like, what's so weird about that? It's totally fine. Like, we're cool. Like, you know, and then Claire is just kind of like worried for him. By the way, she liked him. But because Bear was so obsessed, there's the name again, with Nikki, he just thought like, oh bro, I gotta be with her. Whatever. My guy. Pass the controller. That's how you fucking do it. Don't fucking be like, pass the controller, bro. We're freaking Nikki. You're mentally, you might have something missing. But dude, no, it just got worse and worse. And then Ian was like, yo, look, we haven't even hung out, we haven't talked, yada yada yada. I'm gonna invite you to a party, right? Do not bring Nikki. And Bear's like, okay, fine, cool, whatever. I won't bring her. Dude, her actor, can't remember her name. I'm gonna be honest, she was 10, like, the whole time. You feel me? Oh, you can't go without me. No. We were having a great time. What is wrong with that? Do you not like me? It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then she pulls the whole, Claire told me she was going, so like, why can't I go? And it's like, oh my God. So, out of nowhere, she fucking goes, right? She just fucking kind of goes with him. And they both pull up to the party. Immediately weird. Ian's like, bro, I told you not to bring her, but I knew you would. It's like, you know what I mean? And they started playing this Jenga game, and it just, shit hit the fan. She was being fucking weird, talking about Hansel and Gretel fucking, like, ew, what the fuck? And she's like, oh, it's just one of the books I've been working on. And then it went to like a kiss the bottle type of thing, like, oh, kiss the person on your left, and Bear was sitting next to Claire. And Bear, I'm like, gang, you can't be smiling. Do you know what the fuck you did to that bitch over there? You're just like, oh, cool. I get to kiss you. Nikki just like stands up, major frown. I didn't even think the face could like that. Like, I didn't even think that was fucking possible. She does that shit and then immediately goes behind Claire. I was fucking scared. Tony's just like, control. Like, the fuck are you talking, bro? What are you talking about? She pulls the fucking chair and just sits next to Bear and just like has her lips puckered out like this, you know, and then he just kisses her and they act like it's a fucking normal night. And then he's like, and then they're like, Ian checks up on Nikki. He's like, hey, are you okay? And she's like, I was just joking. I wasn't. No, just deal with it. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? And she just gets a Jenga piece, starts beating the fuck out of her face. This is where the movie goes downhill. Not in like, oh, I didn't like it anymore. More as if whatever the fuck's controlling Nikki is just fucking evil. She breaks her fucking face. They try to take her to the doctor. The nurse is like, oh, we can't take her. I'm like, I would have liked to see a nurse saying, you know, like whatever. But like, you know, it's whatever. I'm just kind of like, I bet why. Because like, oh yeah, you have a girl that's bruised in the face, bleeding profusely, and you want me to take her in? Fuck that. I'm like, okay. So they head back to Bear's place and act like nothing fucking happened. Then the next day, he goes to work by himself. It's his shift. He hangs out with Claire. They get close, and they talk about Claire going to fucking college and stuff like that, getting big, yada yada yada, art school, all that. As Nikki is at home like this, I would extend the fucking clip. I don't want to get this shit blocked. Dude, she was pissing herself. She was vomiting on herself like that. She just looked unwell. Obviously, that's the fucking point. That's what the wish did to her. It made her gone. You feel me? To the point where after all this bullshit, after he came back and slept in the bed with her and she was like all being weird and shit, like pump faking and shit, you know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. It's just like, okay, what's going on type shit. It gets worse when Nikki forces Bear to sleep with her, right? And as she falls asleep, he has to get up and go talk to Claire. And Claire's like, I need to talk to you, seriously, yada, 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 whatever. And I need to really, you know, this is serious. And Bear's just like, he's being a bitch. He's not like, oh, whatever, like, we're together, bro. Like, you know, whatever. Then, out of nowhere, right, he's like, okay, I'm gonna get up. And Nikki starts talking to Bear. It's not the fucked up version of her. It's not the wish version. It's the real Nikki. She's like, Bear, you need to kill me. You need to kill me now. Like, you need to fucking kill me. And he's just like, what? He's like, she's just like, no, stop, please. You're gonna wake her up. You need to kill me, yada, yada. Please kill me. Like, I am suffering or whatever. You feel me? And yeah, Bear just said, oh, what's so bad with being with me? Like, what the fuck is going on? Your character is having a whole 180. It's like, no. What are you doing? Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, fast forward, he goes to see Claire. Claire just wants to talk to him about how she feels, and shows her the card and like, hey, I wanted to open up with you because, you know, we've been friends since high school, and, you know, hey, if I get in, you know, I could tattoo successful on my face and make my dad lose his shit. Out of fucking nowhere, Nikki runs, breaks the window, cinder block in hand, beats the hell out of Claire's face on it. I couldn't fucking look at the screen for a minute. I was just like, you feel me? So it's like, oh my God. So after all that being said, right? All that being said, what's Bear's first reaction? Not to try to do anything. I'm just gonna go bury my best friend's body. What the fuck? Whatever Nikki does with it, Bear finally has a realization. I need to kill myself. Because early on in the movie, he made a phone call to the Wish people on the phone for like Willow services, and they were like, yeah, you can't cancel a wish, so we can't cancel it. Like, you know, like W dudes, they're fucking great. Tony's gonna probably talk so much about him type shit. Yes, straight up, I'm not gonna lie to you, fucking peak. I love their performances as Ian, and then of course the dude on the phone. It was great. So Bear is just like, okay, I need to go back and get the wish, Willow. You feel me? Maybe it will fix itself. Maybe something will happen, right? So he goes all the way to the store where he got it in the beginning of the movie. I don't know. We weren't here for that part. And basically goes in and is like, where are they? They were just there. And the dude's like, whoa, man, you coming in here with all that energy? Yeah, cut it out, bro. Cut it out. And he's like, my dude, please, for the love of God, tell me what the fuck they are. I'm just fucking with you. They're like right there. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? So Bear, you know, has a little bit of exchange, and he's like, dude, fuck you. And he's like, fuck me, fuck you. You came in here, it's your wish, dude. What you do? She's obsessed with me. Oh, dude, it can't be that bad. It is that bad. Oh, well, you can't undo a wish. So it's like, oh my God. So his brilliant fucking idea is, goes to Ian, his best boy, his bro. You feel me? He goes there and he's like, dude, you really gotta do this shit for me. You can have her back. And Ian's like, nigga, I don't want her, bro. You guys are like weird, whatever. And then he's just like, look, bro, it works. Here, take it. Make the wish. I want you to just wish for that I never did. And then Ian's just like, I wish I had $1 billion. And it's just like, nigga. He runs across the street. He's like, okay, maybe Nikki would do it. Nigga, she just killed somebody over you. Who's gonna tell him type shit? You feel me? Like, okay, so all that being said, he does it, right? He goes in, tells her, but like, hey, make a wish for me. She loses her fucking mind. She has Claire's dead body in there. She's like just, she's gone mentally. Whatever the fuck. She is just insane, obsessed, whatever. I don't know what the fuck is in those wish willows. I don't know why he said, I wish she loved me more than anyone in the fucking world. Like, he runs to the restroom and he's like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And Nikki has a fucking gun, you feel me, and is about to shoot herself. And Bear is just like, no, I love you so much. And then Ian's like, dude, I have $1 billion. Like, nigga, we know. What are you doing here? Bro? And he fucking opens the door. He's like, what the fuck is going on? And then Nikki just shoots him in the fucking head. So, hey, so it's like, whatever, right? Yeah, good God. Yeah, so Bear finally wakes the fuck up and stops thinking like, oh, this is gonna work out. We can get through this, baby. I just need you to do one thing. Can you make a wish for me? I'm like, no, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And she's just banging on the door. He takes sleeping pills, overdoses, and he dies in her fucking lap. And as the other Nikki is like about to just fucking kill herself, she snaps out of it. And she's like, what the fuck? She's just screaming. She's just like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? And that's it. Like, that's how they ended it. Oh my God.
I'm outside right now. I'm just enjoying the beautiful weather at the moment. You know, getting to that nature vibe. You know, growing up, I was never much of a nature person. But, you know, I'm kind of getting with the works. Anywho, today's video is about obsession. You feel me? The one thing I noticed is that when it came out May 15th, my entire feed was just non-existent with obsession videos or anything like that. It was non-existent. It wasn't even like on my feed at all in the entirety of anything. But I think we seen that this past Friday, my entire feed, after a search, of course, you know what I'm saying, my entire feed after that point, straight obsession memes, straight, you feel me, not documentaries, more so interviews with, you know, the main cast and kind of what all, you know, motivated the people to really perform, gave a great performance, whatever the case may be, for certain parts of the movie. There's certain Easter eggs. We got people having certain opinions about the movie, like obviously the whole thing with autonomy and wish making upon a person, you know, because the thing is, we could like think back to like cartoon shows or maybe older shows that most likely cartoon shows, though, to be more specific, because with the cartoon shows, they made wishing to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Wishing to be cool. But the one thing that they did differently, and I saw this, and I'm like, now that I think about it, that is true. Like, for example, Aladdin. A great series, a great movie. When the genie was offered 3 wishes, one of the key requirements of that wish was that I cannot make someone fall in love with you. That was one of the requirements, that I cannot do that. I love how they brought that out, because a lot of times we don't really see that. We don't really see wish making that involves, okay, well, you feel me, I can do all the types of stuff I want to, but making someone love one another, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. You feel me? But then we get it in Obsession. It's like, yo, I don't think I've ever seen a project that had wishing involved, or some type of like form of granting of something where that was involved and it actually went through. You know what I'm saying? One wish you could make to change your life forever. Overall, the movie's 10 out of 10. I have to see it again, because when I watched it, me and Luke were watching it, I was late to the movie. And that's one of my pet peeves about being late. You feel me? I have never been late to any movie ever. You feel me? I'm always there early to make sure I watch the trailers for new movies, get my popcorn, you know what I'm saying? Stubbs members, you know what I'm saying? A-lister, premium Stubbs member, all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Shout out to me. And then, of course, shout out to Blue Corner, who's a new member, because he joined like probably a month ago. So I'm like, I can't really classify him as a quote unquote Stubbs member. Like, you feel me? You just started, bro. Like, you don't know shit. It was just amazing. But I have to go watch it again. I have to see the beginning. You feel me? Because there are some parts in the beginning that I missed because I was late due to traffic. Because I had to go to East Chase up here in Texas. I had to go to East Chase AMC, man. I was like, there's so much construction going that way to East Chase. I feel like I took a different route, because I know there's other routes that I've taken before in the past that did not lead me on the highway. So I think it's probably the route I took. But the GPS is like, yo, this is the fastest way. But it's neither here nor there. Anyway, but no, the movie was fucking amazing. I have to go watch it again. I have to go see the beginning of the movie because of the fact that I missed that. Because there are some things that I saw in, like, the spoilers now that they have with, the different clips, and of course showing different clips, and pass the controller, you know what I mean, all the type of stuff, all the memes and whatnot. There's some things that I missed in the beginning that I see now on my feed, and I'm like, I need to watch it one more time to get the full picture, man. The full picture. Because then there were some other plots that I was like, yo, why is this doesn't make sense to me. And I'm thinking, it probably was in the beginning. Because I missed it. So it's like, whatever. But let's talk about it though. I feel like Obsession really hit it out of the water. The fact that the movie was only like $750,000 worth of like just the cost to make the movie was that much, and it made back $110 million back. The fact that it damn near, I'm gonna throw out a random percentage here, 2,000%, something like that. The fact that it made more, like 5 times more probably than expected to get back, is just truly tremendous. And of course the actors and the sales, and of course the writer of the movie, Curry, you feel me, he's coming out with new projects, and he wants to make a series he wants to make a show, about different types of wishes that went wrong. Because I feel like that also stems from like American Horror Stories, where each episode is a different horror story, and that I feel like I feel like that could be his inspiration. You feel me? It could be something totally different than that, and that's totally fine. But I like from where I see it, and I'm like, the only reference I can think back to would be that, oh, okay, cool. This is like a American Horror Story type of reference. Like, okay, cool. Every episode is different. You feel me? You have murderer cyclown in this video, then you have like vampire the next video, or whatever the case may be. You feel me? Or Holocaust this, and then Antichrist that. You know what I mean? Just what, just kind of just different things. But I can't wait for that to happen, because it's gonna be major. You feel me? Because if he can make something like this, and it really put a stop to a lot of other projects to other people had. Like, apparently it charted higher than Star Wars, and Star Wars is a big franchise. I feel like nowadays Star Wars is just kind of like nostalgia bait and, make as much money as possible. But that's an accomplishment in itself. You feel me? The actor, Indy, she killed it. You feel me? Nowadays people are calling it just a modern day or Latina. Like, if you date a Latina baddie, you feel me? That's just how it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You either die or you don't. You feel me? So that's kind of how it's gonna be for now. They calling it just a Latina baddie type shit. You just can't be hanging out with Latina baddies. You feel me? But Nikki's her performance to Nikki as a character was just amazing. You feel me? I was like, yo, this is crazy. And think about it, I've been a follower to Curry and his partner. I can't remember his name at the moment, but I've been a follower to his content before he even started making movies, or before he even started to like want to do something like that. Like, that's a bad idea. You know what I mean? Like, their channel has, a lot of humor, and I did kind of pick up on that humor within the movie itself. Like, when Curry was on the telephone and he was making the way he sounds, like, so like drawn back, like, I mean, you can kill yourself, like, that's an option. You feel me? And I look back at his skits, I'm like, this is the same guy that made this shit right here, bro. You feel me? The guy is like, bro, I was so keen on, you feel me, taking all my clothes off, but now I can't. It's just a tip. It's just a tip. You can't do that. It's just a tip, man. It's just a tip. Like, the guy who makes that shit, like, in what world would you wear that to an intervention? Like, the humor portrayed within the movie, because, whether you like it or not, the movie it puts a perspective on the human aspect. Because, like, they say, it wasn't really like a factor of like, okay, no, she's not possessed. It's more, he wanted to keep it to where it's like, it's not kind of reaching into that possession of like demonic vibes, to more so keep the humanity, but can show how scary humans can be if not psychologically set, in the right cog. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. And that was great as well. Because, like I said, now we can reference this to, like, people say Latina baddie, you know what I mean? Like, crazy Latina girl, you feel what I'm saying? They can relay that message to that. It's like, oh, you feel me? If they really love you, they're going to be obsessed with you like that, you know what I mean? So you can't really do much but kill yourself, you know what I mean? Like, did you read the box, man? Like, there's instructions in the box, and like, hey, man, fuck you. I'm like, hey, man, sure, at the box, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's truly great. It's truly great. Bear as actor. I want to read the script. I mean, obviously I've seen what was portrayed, but I really want to read the script for myself, because the actors make it seem so easy. You know what I mean? And I love that they're so good at their job. Because when I think Bear said in an interview one time that, the goal was to be this awkward person, this awkward, boy who kind of inherited his grandmother's house because, she passed away. And, kind of he's a loner. You know what I mean? He's a solitary man. And that he played that to a T. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking back, because at first I'm like, okay, this guy's lonely. And then later down the road, I'm like, this guy's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I feel like he was awkwardly stupid. Like, he was awkward because this is a character, but I feel like deep down he wasn't thinking correctly. Because even when he did make the wish, even when he got, all the things he wanted out of the situation, making him the villain of the story. When he saw these signs, he did nothing about it. But even then, I feel like even though he was aware of what was going on, he didn't even have the mentality or the tools or the intelligence to know what to do. You feel me? He turned to calling the phone, the number on the back. It didn't go so well. He told him to fuck off and kill yourself. So that's pretty wise and helpful, material for the situation. You know what I'm saying? But even then, when he tried to go to his friend, rest his soul, he's a fucking dumbass too. I got $1 billion. I'm like, I am about to die, and you're talking about $1 billion right now? But yeah, I feel like he was still stupid. I feel like he was still not comprehending. He wasn't comprehending the comprehension, if that even makes sense. You feel me? He was not comprehending something. I feel like I know my subconscious, unconscious, or some shit like that. Some Juice WRLD saying, I don't even know at this point. I just don't. I think he knew, but he wasn't intelligent enough to act on it the correct way, and he didn't fully comprehend what he was doing until he was doing it. And even when he was doing it, he was still fucking it up. So it was just stupidity on top of stupidity on top of stupidity. But he was a great character. You feel me? He made me feel for him in a situation where he's still the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the logical sense, he is the bad guy. But in the moral sense, it's not black and white. It's like they said, it's not black and white. It's a lot of gray within his character. There's a lot of gray, within that situation, because you feel me, you have a person who's super lonely and has a way to make himself feel happy, so he uses a wish for selfish desires of one woman who did not like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be real, I don't think she liked him. She gave him the option to tell her. You should have told her how you felt. You feel me? She gave you the option. It's like, yo, do you like me? And honestly, a question like that, I respected his answer by not telling the truth, because sometimes people don't feel like they can tell the truth in a situation like that. It's like when a girl, in his situation, saying that he was the awkward person that he was, the fact that he was so awkward and so just out of touch with what he was and what he was going through, and for that woman to really assert that question, like, do you like me? Like, do you like me? Like, because if you do, right now would be the time to tell me. Like, that right now was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I really don't even want to answer the question, because it's like, what if I say yes and you clown my ass? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the only safest option for that situation was to say no. You know what I'm saying? It was to say no. And I think I have, that's my opinion on that. I feel like his only, like, from his perspective, I feel like, yeah, man, that's a no. I'm not comfortable with telling you the truth, because the setting is uncomfortable. And that is what it was. I feel like the setting was super uncomfortable for the question she asked. Maybe if the vibe was different, or maybe if it was asked a different way, then maybe, yeah, tell the truth. But like, I feel like the way she asked the question was just not the way you should ask a question. You know what I'm saying? What happened between all this and all that? You know what I mean? It was just like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I like you, but like, I don't feel comfortable telling you I like you, because like, you're too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Too aggressive. But other than that, like I said, the guy, he's a villain. You know what I mean? People can make jokes about it, including me. I've made many jokes I just can't say on the camera. He's the bad guy. It was very morally wrong to take someone's autonomy away from them. The fact that she was fully aware of what was going on, she just couldn't do anything about it, is scary. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you can see and feel and hear all the things going wrong, and yeah, it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. It really isn't a good sign. But yeah, And if we go back to the very ending, I want to talk about one more thing before I head out. I don't want the video to be too long. One thing at the very ending was the fact that he chose to kill himself, but then he tried to back out of it. You know, if you really look at it, if Nikki would have waited, the possessed Nikki, because I feel like the possessed Nikki, it fully had control at that point. You feel me? Because she made a wish. She found out that she got a wish from wherever. I think either he brought one in because he had spares or whatever, or maybe she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy one behind his back," and he won't know. And he won't know what was going on. If she would have waited just a little bit longer for him to throw that up, she probably would have had him. But the timeline, the way it works in the timeline, was that, oh, I took the pills. I was about to throw up the pills. All right. Sorry for the cutout, guys. Low storage. I took the pills. I tried to throw up the pills, and it caught him right there in the moment. I think I wanted to say that, like I said, if she waited a little longer, it would have definitely been the end of the movie, and he would have survived. But the fact that she didn't do it in enough time, and it's not her fault for like mistiming or whatever. The fact that the thing was not done in the correct time caused him to die because he already had it in his system. By the time he was taken over, he already had it in the system. So it's just a matter of time before, boom, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, she tried to kill herself, but eventually, once he died, she regained consciousness. I heard that she went to jail at that point, considering all the evidence and whatnot, but even though it's like she was being possessed, but in this time, according to the timeline, in the fact that, okay, she was possessed, it's like, well, she was possessed, but like we don't care, or there's not enough belief in the world for that to even pass as a potential reason for what is going on. Because first of all, it's a dead body that's cut up, you feel me, cut up and dismantled. You are damaged badly, and there's a dead body at your legs. And then, of course, you shot his best friend shot in the head on the floor as well. So, yeah, and you're the only person left. It's not a good scene for you. Honestly, if that is true, hopefully she gets let go. There's some type of like trial that proves that, oh, she was being possessed by this one wish thing, and it gets big enough, but I doubt it. But that's all I have for Obsession. Honestly, it's a 10 out of 10 movie. Me and Alex are planning to go see it hopefully this week. Hopefully this week when I get the time, probably on a Thursday. Thursday will probably be the day, but we'll have to see. Honestly, but I have to see the movie again. I have to see it from the beginning with popcorn and drinks, all that. You know what I'm saying? The whole experience, I got to see from the beginning. Every aspect has to be written down and looked over. But other than that, you feel me? It's been your boy, Red Corner. I can't wait for more projects by him, and to see where he's going to take this series of Obsession, because people are supporting him. Like, he is by far, has all the love and support for these movies. There's so much that hopefully they are, autographing and, having more conversations about the matter. But like I said, so much art, so much creativity. People are, cosplaying, making more content based off the movie. It's truly inspiring. It's truly nice to see. It's really peak. It's just peak all around. And the fact that he has a community, and hopefully he knows he has a community to fall back on, is something that everyone needs. You feel me? Not just big popular people, but everyone needs that. You know what I'm saying? But just to see like how far he can go, and then to see the people that support him along the way, and then of course giving back, however that looks. in the matter of giving back, because there's so many ways to give back to people, you know, and the sooner we learn that, the better off we'll be with everything. But make editing harder for me and whatnot. But because you know, Alex doesn't edit; he's not good at it. Like no. But yeah, it's been your boy Red Corner.
That's the video. We appreciate you guys watching. Obviously, if you guys have not seen it, please go see it. It is a must need. It is a must need. You need to see the movie. It is so peak. This movie was 10 out of 10. Must watch again. I'm literally gonna have to watch it again. Other than that, did you like the movie? Did you think the theories that you had online were true or false? Was it too demonic? Did it have a demonic undertone? Did it do this? Did it do that? It's just a theory. Like, nah, it was fun, guys. But anyways, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.